Howdy everyone, my name is skpacman and welcome to a finding all of the... no, let's not call it that. And I will show you, I'm going to show you every location for the Wandering is a Terrible Sin. We're going to try and hack through every chapter, and I'm just going to show you the location of every Wandering is a Terrible Sin. And just because, well, I mean, I found it in Chapter 5 pretty quick. It really was kind of obvious. But we're going to start with Chapter 1. Let me get there just a sec. Alright, so in Chapter 1, it's actually, there's only one of them now. There used to be, like, I don't know, 2 or 3. There was one behind this exit here. There used to be one, but there's not anymore. They removed that one. There used to be one when this was boarded up. There used to be one in the stairwell that was here.
After I left. Guess it took a few people to replace me.
Let's see. Then the one that's left is down here. Let's get over here real quick and drop down. There he is. So that's the one in Chapter 1. It's inside that break room area where the darts are, which I still haven't figured out the purpose of the darts, but I mean, it's only a matter of time before we figure that out. Let's hop on over to Chapter 2 and I'll show you where that one is. Now in Chapter 2, here, let's actually trigger this. In Chapter 2, let's skip all of this. And Chapter 2, there used to be one back here, but not anymore. There's a bunch of these. And there used to be one behind Susie's booth here. There used to be one right back here, but there's not anymore. There used to be a whole bunch of them in here. And now there's just the one that's in the second part. Getting to the Wandering Sin sign, it's actually over here. You can kind of see it where I just was. In the second part. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Was not expecting that. Hi. Apparently Sammy's here, waiting for you when you start the thing. Hi, anyone else want to jump out and touch my butt? No, thank you. Okay. Hello, Sammy. Sammy's just here when you start. That's interesting. There used to be one inside here as well. There's not anymore. And where it is now is if you come over here, there's this little thing right up there. And if you go up, turn around, and in this little hallway, it's right here. It's in the last part of Chapter 2. So you actually have to get through most of Chapter 2 in order to get it, unless you can fly like me. So, after this one, let's jump over to Chapter 3. Alright, so in Chapter 3, which is a rather long chapter, but you don't have to go too far to see it. We're just going to skip all the title intro and sequences and stuff and get right to it, because it's just built in the map. You don't have to play the thing if you have the hacks.
Need to open the door, but the lever's missing.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Probably has it.
We're just going to hack our way through. Let's see, it's past this. Here's the toy section. There's a lot of stuff. Actually, let's hop above the map real quick and I'll show you. I mean, the map is just full of stuff. And then we get to the... to get to the Wandering Sin in Chapter 3, level 11 is where you meet Norman for the first time, right here. He walks by. But then if you come inside the door and follow him, he disappears. He's gone. He, like, goes inside this wall. But if you get in here before he's able to do it with, you know, the hacks, he actually just disappears right there. But inside this wall is, you know, another wall and a dark hallway. But you get past the darkness... and there he is. Wandering is a Terrible Sin right there. Up close and personal. Then the... what's interesting is there used to be more locations, and before I was even able to play it, there was an update to the game last year. Because last year was when my baby... the second child, our baby, was born. And I didn't get a chance to play Chapter 3 right away, and that's when Wandering as a Terrible Sin was a new thing and all that stuff. And there used to be a whole lot more of these in Chapter 3, but they were removed instead because of a performance issue with them. Because this sound runs in the background all the time, and it's only enabled when a player gets close to it. So they had to kind of balance that out and remove a whole bunch of them. And a link to the Wandering is a Terrible Sin explained video will be in the description below if you guys want to see that. And Mike explains some of that. But there used to be a lot more in Chapter 3 before I was able to play it. And once I was able to play it and find these, this was the only one in Chapter 3. So we're going to move over to Chapter 4, and I'll show you the 2 that are in Chapter 4. So in Chapter 4, the Wandering as a Terrible Sin signs are a little bit more cinematic. You actually have to play through parts of it in order to get the full effect of what's going on. And so we're going to speed through playing the beginning of this real quick. I'm actually going to fast forward through me playing. And it's going to seem like a lot faster than it really is because one of the hacks that we're able to do now is super speed run. Here it is. So from the archives, if you go into the center of the room in the archives and then go up, right here, the crying lost one. I don't know why the lost one is here. I don't know why he's crying. Well, he's crying because there's a wandering sin in front of him. What's up? How's it going? How you doing, friendo? Alright, so you hack into here through that, and those are just curtains of ink. And your first one is actually over here in this torn up, tattered hallway. Right there. Another thing that I haven't done yet is hacked through the ending of Chapter 5. So what I'm going to do is show you the location of the Wandering Sin in Chapter 5. Then we're going to play through... I'm going to play through all of Chapter 5, speed run through it, and then attempt to hack the end scene. Man, that intro sequence is so dang long. So to get to the Wandering is a Terrible Sin in Chapter 5, you have to sit through all of the intro sequence first. That's the hardest part. Then you hack your way over to Joy Drew's office, and this hallway right here, where you'll recognize the Bendy and Sheep songs with Boris the Wolf poster with, you know, the Meatly behind it. You go down that same hallway, keep going until you find a room at near the end of the hallway before you take the first hard left. And inside this room is a locked door and this piece of a wall that's been broken off. Now this is supposed to be a clue that, hey, there's something behind here. And I recognized it right away the first time I played through when I was looking for places that would have the Wandering Sin. I'm like, you know what? That hunk of a wall missing, like it's been ripped off, like they're going to expand there or something. It probably there. So if you pop right through there, there he is. You can't walk through it normally. That you have to hack through it, but there he is, just right there. So one thing I want to do is see if I can hack the end sequence of the game, and then I'll show you the one. There's one more left that I'm 100% aware of. So let me hack through and play the rest of the game, the rest of Chapter 5, which takes a while. But with hacks, it takes less time. So we're going to do this. Well, I broke Sammy. Yeah, he's broken. So we're going to actually just skip this. We'll come back to it later. Let's jump over to the archives, and I'll show you the one in the archives. Alright, so that took... Oh my god, that took so long to get the hack working in the archives, but I got it working. I opted to manually hack it, but if you go... You see the main sign down there. If you go behind that main sign, and then drop... I'm going to drop down. Whoa, hold on. Boop. And he is right here. He doesn't have any sound, though. I don't know why he doesn't have the sound, but he doesn't have the sound, but he's right here. It's really freaking awesome that he's right here. But he is. He's just right there. Right outside the main door. The little... where the main sign thing is. So, we'll hack right back outside. You drop down. There it is. Alright. There we go. And that's where it is in the archive. I haven't found anything else in the archive map. I don't know if there would be anything in the archive map. But here's the archive map. I did want to mess around and see if there was anything else in the archive, but that would take a lot more time than I have available for me tonight. So that's going to be the end of this episode of Find All the Easter Eggs. Actually, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Let me know if you find anything else that you want me to hack. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.